They lied to you about success. Society, social media, and even the people around you have painted a picture of success that's unrealistic. They make it seem like success is easy, that it's something you can achieve overnight, or that it's handed to the chosen few. They sell you the idea that if you just work hard enough or want it badly enough, it will just happen. But let me tell you, that's not the reality. Success is not a clean, effortless journey. It's messy, hard, and it requires you to push through the toughest moments of your life. Success is not something you sit and wait for. It's something you earn piece by piece, step by step. The first thing you need to understand is that success isn't universal. There's no one-size-fits-all. The world wants to make you believe there's a straight path to success that everyone should follow, but that's a lie. Your success is personal, and it's unique to you. You can't model your life on someone else's journey. When you try to follow someone else's path, you're limiting yourself. You're comparing your start to their finish, and that's never a fair comparison. Your path, your struggles, and your wins are your own. Stop trying to copy the next person and start building your own roadmap to success. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you can get moving on what you want. Success isn't about what others tell you to want. It's about finding purpose and meaning in your own life. When you redefine success on your terms, you free yourself from the shackles of societal pressure. It's time to stop living for someone else's dream and to start living for your own. Ask yourself, what does success look like for me? When you find your own definition of success, that's when you'll start moving forward. But here's the truth. Success doesn't happen overnight. The illusion of overnight success is just that, an illusion. We all see those success stories, the ones where it looks like someone went from zero to hero in no time at all. But what you don't see is the journey, the years of struggle, rejection, failure, and relentless effort that led to that moment of recognition. Behind every so-called overnight success is a mountain of unseen work, setbacks, and grinding. There are no shortcuts to success. It's tempting to believe that success is just around the corner, that all it takes is one big break. But the truth is, the real success is found in the grind. It's found in those quiet, consistent, sometimes painful steps that no one sees. This is where growth happens. This is where you develop the skills, mindset, and resilience needed to reach your goals. Success is about embracing the struggle, not running from it. When you stop looking for shortcuts, when you embrace the process and commit to your growth, that's when success starts to show up in your life. Now let's talk about one of the biggest lies out there, the idea that you should just follow the crowd. The danger of trying to mimic others, of chasing someone else's dream, is that you'll never find your true path. When you try to fit into someone else's mold, you lose sight of your own potential. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is who you were yesterday. Don't measure your journey against anyone else's timeline. The most successful people are the ones who embrace their uniqueness. They stopped trying to follow someone else's script and wrote their own. It's time to break free from the trap of conformity. The world tells you to blend in, to follow the path everyone else is walking. But that's not where success lies. Success is about stepping out of the norm, embracing what makes you different, and using that uniqueness to your advantage. No one else has your exact perspective, your exact talents, or your exact story. So why would you try to live according to someone else's rules? When you start building your own path, when you start trusting in your own abilities, that's when true success comes. We live in a world that's obsessed with instant gratification. We want things now, fame, money, recognition, success, all delivered to us without the wait. But here's the hard truth. Immediate rewards often lead to shallow success. It's easy to want quick results, but they rarely last. The real success, the lasting kind, takes time, sacrifice, and patience. If you're constantly seeking that quick win, you're missing out on the deeper rewards that come with long-term effort. The trap of instant gratification is that it promises more than it can deliver. Quick fixes might make you feel good in the moment, but they don't build anything lasting. On the other hand, when you're patient and willing to put in the work, you're setting yourself up for something much more fulfilling. The greatest rewards in life come when you invest your time, energy, and heart into something that truly matters. Don't rush the process. Embrace the long-term journey and trust that the rewards will come as you continue to put in the work. You're building something that will last. Success isn't about fast results, it's about creating something that endures, something that is meaningful. The longer you play the game, the more rewards you'll see. Every small victory along the way adds up to something big. This leads us to one of the most important truths about success. It all starts with your mindset. Your beliefs about yourself and your abilities will shape your success more than anything else. If you don't believe you can succeed, how can you expect anyone else to believe in you? The power of belief cannot be overstated. If you want to change your results, you need to start by changing how you think about yourself and your potential. A growth mindset is essential. A growth mindset sees challenges as opportunities for learning, not as obstacles to be avoided. When you adopt a growth mindset, you believe that with effort and persistence, you can improve and overcome anything. On the flip side, a fixed mindset tells you that your abilities are set in stone, that you're either good at something or you're not. But that's not the truth. You can change, you can grow, and you can succeed if you believe you can. And even when self-doubt creeps in, when the world tells you that you're not good enough or that you're not capable, it's up to you to push through. You have to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. Every time you overcome that doubt, you grow stronger, and that's when success starts becoming a reality. Finally, we can't talk about success without addressing consistency. Motivation comes and goes, but consistency is what leads to real results. It's easy to feel pumped up and ready to take on the world in the moment, but what matters is the effort you put in every single day. Success isn't built on motivation, it's built on consistent action. Small actions day in and day out will compound over time to create the results you're looking for. Success isn't about one big leap, it's a series of small daily victories. The small habits you build, the routines you establish, they're the foundation of your success. And on the days when you don't feel like it, that's when it matters most. Push through those days because that's where growth happens. On the days you feel least motivated, that's when you show yourself what you're really made of. Success is a journey. It's not easy, it's not quick, and it's certainly not handed to you. But with the right mindset, consistent action, and the willingness to break free from the lies society tells you about success, you can achieve anything. So what are you waiting for? It's time to take control of your life and start creating the success you deserve. What if I told you that the way the world defines success is all wrong? You've been told for years that success is about a high-paying job, a shiny car, and a big house. But deep down, you know that this image doesn't really resonate with you. It doesn't feel like success. You've felt stuck, maybe even defeated, trying to chase after someone else's idea of success. Today, we're going to strip away the myths. I'm going to show you how to create your own definition of success. One that is real, one that is meaningful, and most importantly, one that is yours. Forget everything you've been told about success. It's time to stop measuring yourself by someone else's standards. In this speech, I'm going to guide you through a new way of thinking, one that will give you the tools to reclaim your power and shape your own journey. Today marks the beginning of your transformation. Together we'll dig deep, confront the lies, and build a path forward that truly reflects who you are. This isn't just another motivational speech. This is the moment you start defining your success on your own terms. We've all heard the narrative, go to school, get a job, make money, and you'll be successful. This is the picture they paint for us from a young age. But is that really the truth? Think about it. How many of us are living this so-called successful life, yet feel unfulfilled, stressed, or even miserable? This myth is sold to us like a cookie-cutter recipe. Follow these steps and you'll have it all. But for most of us, that all feels empty, doesn't it? The truth is, success can't be boiled down to a simple formula. It's not just about following steps, ticking boxes, or acquiring material things. Success should be about finding purpose, embracing growth, and doing what fuels your soul. If you're stuck trying to fit yourself into someone else's idea of success, you'll never feel satisfied. The standard definition we've been given is a trap, and it's keeping. We've all heard the stories, the ones about people who went from nothing to everything overnight. But let me ask you this, how many of those stories are really as simple as they seem? What you see on the surface isn't the full picture. Today we're going to tear down that myth. We'll uncover the real path to achievement, a path filled with persistence, failure, and growth. If you've ever felt like time is slipping away or like success is something just out of reach, I'm here to tell you, success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And the obstacles you face, they're not roadblocks, they're stepping stones. You see, the idea of overnight success is a lie that keeps too many people stuck waiting for a breakthrough that's never going to come. But once you understand the truth about what success really takes, that's when things start to change. You can stop waiting for success to find you and start building it yourself. Let's dive in. Behind every so-called overnight success lies years of struggle, sacrifice, and hard work. The headlines make it sound easy, don't they? A person lands a big deal, a viral moment, or a breakthrough idea, and suddenly they're a household name. What the world doesn't see is the countless hours of hard work, rejection, failure, and grinding that led up to that moment of so-called luck. Take Steve Jobs, for instance. His journey wasn't all smooth sailing. He was fired from the company he founded, Apple, at one point. But he didn't quit. He learned, adapted, and came back stronger, leading Apple to the heights we know today. The same goes for J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection after rejection before finding a publisher for the Harry Potter series. She didn't give up when it got tough. She kept going. The point is simple: nothing worth having comes easy. If you're not facing obstacles, you're not pushing yourself far enough. And here's the truth: the sooner you embrace the struggle, the closer you get to real success. Success doesn't come overnight. It comes from putting in the work day after day, even when no one is watching. And when you finally break through, it's not just luck, it's the result of every setback you've overcome, every lesson you've learned along the way. Now, let's talk about the false allure of instant success. The myth that somehow one lucky moment or a viral post will make everything fall into place. What people forget is that real success takes time. It's not just about getting lucky once, it's about getting up every time you fall. It's about working, learning, and pushing forward, even when the end isn't in sight. Because those small, seemingly insignificant steps are what lead to the big breakthroughs. You don't see the work behind the scenes, the sacrifices, the failures, and the perseverance that add up to the big moments. If you've ever thought that success comes easy for some people, I challenge you to look deeper. The truth is, behind every overnight success, there's a long history of struggle. Success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not about reaching the finish line first. It's about enduring through every mile, no matter how hard it gets. The people who succeed are the ones who keep going, even when they're tired, even when they've been knocked down. It's not about how fast you get there, but about how much persistence you can muster to keep moving forward. Rejection and failure, they're part of the process. Every time you fail, you learn. Every rejection builds your resilience, and every setback is a chance to grow. It's not about how many times you fail, it's about how many times you get back up. Think about the people you admire. Do you think Oprah Winfrey just walked into her TV career? She was told she wasn't fit for TV at one point. Michael Jordan, he got cut from his high school basketball team. But they didn't let those setbacks define them. They let them fuel their journey forward. So I'll ask you this: if you quit now, how will you ever know how close you were to your breakthrough? The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent or luck. It's persistence. It's the ability to get knocked down and keep going again and again until you reach your goal. Failure isn't something to be afraid of. In fact, failure is your teacher. It's not an obstacle, it's an opportunity. Every failure brings you closer to success. It's a stepping stone, not a dead end. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. And the best part, failure doesn't define you. It refines you. Think of failure like a stone in the road. You can either stumble over it or you can use it to pave the way for your future success. Every time you fail, you learn something. You become stronger. You become better. Those failures are the lessons you need to succeed in the long run. Instead of fearing them, embrace them. They are part of your journey. There's no shortcut to success. The real path is long, filled with hard work, failure, and plenty of setbacks. But it's also worth it. The struggle you face today is preparing you for the success that's waiting for you tomorrow. So the next time you face failure, remember, you're not falling behind. You're learning, you're growing, and you're one step closer to your breakthrough. Success isn't about instant results. It's about the journey. And every step you take, no matter how difficult, brings you closer to your goal. Keep pushing forward. The real success you're looking for is closer than you think. Keep going. In you from discovering what truly matters to you. Success isn't a destination you arrive at once and for all. It's a journey that constantly changes. One of the biggest mistakes we make is thinking of success as a single moment in time. Maybe you think success will look like a promotion, a house, or a certain amount of money. But what happens when you reach that milestone? Are you truly happy, or do you quickly set your sights on the next goal, only to feel empty again once you reach it? That's because success is not static. It's not a fixed point, it's fluid. It evolves with you as you grow, as your values change, and as you experience new things. What you see as success today might look completely different 5 years from now. And that's okay. In fact, it's a good thing. It means you're learning, expanding, and becoming more aligned with who you really are. Here's the harsh truth. The world's success standards are often hollow and shallow. Society praises external achievements, money, status, appearances, but how many people do you know who have all that yet are deeply unhappy? The reality is these external markers don't define your worth. They're often temporary, fragile, and can be taken from you at any moment. This is why so many people climb the ladder of success, only to find it leads to a wall. Let me make this clear. Your worth is not defined by a paycheck, the number of likes on your social media posts, or how many awards you've collected. Stop measuring yourself by these superficial standards. If you keep chasing external validation, you'll never find fulfillment. You'll be stuck in an endless cycle of seeking approval from others. That's not true success. True success comes from within. So what is success then? True success is flexible. It's about growth, change, and the freedom to define your own path. It's about waking up every day and knowing that what you're doing matters to you. It's about the satisfaction of knowing you are living life on your own terms. Success is not about meeting someone else's expectations or fitting into a mold. It's about creating your own definition and constantly evolving to become the best version of yourself. You need to embrace this mindset shift. Success is not static, it's personal, and it's yours to define. So stop looking outside of yourself for answers. It's time to look within and ask yourself, what does success mean to me? We live in a world obsessed with approval. Every day we scroll through our phones, checking likes, follows, comments, the external markers of success that make us feel validated. But let me tell you something, those numbers don't define your worth. They never will. The world tells you that success is measured by how many people approve of you, but that's a lie. The more you rely on these external sources for validation, the more you give away your power. How many times have you posted something online only to feel disappointed when the likes didn't pour in as you hoped? Or maybe you did something great in your life, maybe you accomplished something huge and no one even noticed. That feeling of emptiness is because you're relying on external sources to tell you your value. And let me be clear, if you let external validation dictate your success, you will never feel truly fulfilled. When your success depends on the approval of others, you'll always feel like you're falling short. You'll constantly be chasing a feeling that's out of your control. Maybe you'll get a compliment one day, but the next day it's gone. It's like trying to chase the wind, you can never fully catch it. Every time you look for someone else's approval, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. If you base your success on other people's opinions, you're giving away your happiness. You'll be constantly seeking more approval, and it will never be enough. The more you chase it, the more you'll realize it's hollow. And let me tell you, this is a dangerous cycle. It's exhausting, it's unfulfilling, and it keeps you stuck in a place where you'll never feel truly successful. External success is fragile. It can disappear in an instant. Think about how quickly things can change. Jobs can be lost. Relationships can end. The world can shift in a way that makes everything you've worked for feel meaningless. This is why success based on external foundations is dangerous. It's not solid, it's not permanent. But the real kind of success, the one that comes from within, is something no one can take from you. It's based on your own values, your own goals, and your own growth. This is why I want you to stop waiting for permission to succeed. Stop looking for external validation. The truth is, no one else has the authority to define your success. Only you do. The moment you stop relying on outside sources to tell you that you've made it, you start reclaiming your power. It's time to take ownership of your journey. Success is a fingerprint. There is no blueprint that applies to everyone. Your path is as unique as you are. I want you to stop comparing yourself to others. We all have different lives, different challenges, and different dreams. The only person you should be measuring yourself against is who you were yesterday. When you look at someone else's journey, you're only seeing the end result. You don't see the struggles, the failures, and the setbacks they've endured along the way. Everyone's path to success is different, and that's the beauty of it. Stop trying to walk someone else's path, because it will never lead you to where you want to go. Your journey is yours to own. True success arises when you pursue what matters most to you, not what society tells you is important. Forget about the expectations others have for you. Forget about the so-called right way to succeed. Success is about following your passions, your interests, and your own heart. When you do what you love, success becomes inevitable. It doesn't feel like work, and it doesn't feel forced. It feels right. It's time to stop chasing someone else's dream. You are the only one who knows what truly makes you happy. When you build your success around your passions, you're building something that has meaning. And that's what success is really about. It's about living a life that reflects who you are, not who the world wants you to be. The road to success is paved with challenges. Your struggles are not obstacles. They are building blocks. Each failure, each setback, each tough moment is shaping you into the person you need to become. Without these challenges, there is no growth. Without these struggles, there is no success. When you hit a roadblock, remember that it's not the end of your journey. It's just a part of it. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than they've succeeded. They faced rejection, criticism, and failure. But what set them apart was that they didn't quit. They didn't let their struggles define them. They used them as fuel to keep moving forward. Don't compare your success story to others. Own your journey, it's yours, and it's invaluable. Your life is a unique tapestry woven together by your experiences, your dreams, and your struggles. Celebrate that. Be proud of your progress, no matter how small it seems. Every step forward is a victory. Every obstacle overcome is a triumph. Your journey is yours, and it's beautiful. The media loves to glorify overnight success, but the truth is, it's usually the result of years of hard work and failure. People love to hear stories of someone who went from zero to hero, but they rarely see the struggles behind the scenes. The truth is, there's no such thing as an overnight success. It's a myth. The people you admire didn't just wake up one day and have everything fall into place. They worked for it. They failed for it. They fought for it. If you buy into the fantasy of instant success, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Real success is built over time. It takes patience, effort, and dedication. If you think success happens fast, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Real success takes time and effort. It's not about finding shortcuts. The quickest way to failure is expecting shortcuts. When you focus on the get-rich-quick mentality, you're chasing a mirage. The moment you fall for it, you'll be stuck in a loop of trying to find the next quick fix. The reality is, shortcuts don't exist. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can start focusing on what really matters: slow, steady progress. Every little step you take today is setting the foundation for tomorrow's success. The quickest way to failure is expecting shortcuts. Success is earned, not handed to you. You can't rush the process. You can't skip the work. Real lasting success takes time. There's no magic formula, no fast track. If you want true success, you have to commit to the journey, no matter how long it takes. Success isn't built on shortcuts. It's built on the hard work you put in every single day. Step by step, you'll get closer to your goal. And each small win will take you one step closer to true success. True success is built steadily, step by step, not in an instant. Focus on the long game, embrace the process, and know that every effort you put in today will pay off in the long run. Don't rush it. Build your success with patience, determination, and resilience. That's where the real magic happens. Success isn't defined by anyone but you. It's personal, evolving, and built over time. It's not about following someone else's rules or chasing after external validation. It's about defining your own path and embracing the journey, no matter how long it takes. Now that you know the truth, it's time to stop living by someone else's standards. Begin defining your own success today. Take control of your journey. Stop waiting for permission. Your success story is waiting to be written, and it starts with embracing your unique path. Your success isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey, and it begins now. How many times have you felt like giving up? When life hits hard, resilience is the force that keeps you moving forward, even when it feels impossible. We all face moments where the obstacles seem too big and the journey too long. But let me tell you this, those moments, as tough as they are opportunities for you to rise. In this section, we're going to explore the power of resilience and how you can harness it to turn challenges into stepping stones toward your success. Resilience is more than just bouncing back, it's about growing through the struggle. It's about finding strength even when it feels like you have none left. I'm not talking about extraordinary talent or luck. I'm talking about grit, determination, and the ability to keep moving forward no matter what. You don't need a perfect start or perfect circumstances. What you need is the ability to pick yourself up every single time you fall. Let's dive in. Talent will only take you so far. You've heard the stories of people who are naturally gifted in some area, but those who rise above the crowd aren't just the talented, they're the ones who dig deep and persist when others give up. Talent is a good start, but it's mental toughness that makes the difference in the long run. Think about athletes, for instance. Some of the greatest names in sports weren't the most naturally talented. They were the ones who pushed harder than anyone else. The ones who refused to quit. Michael Jordan, for example, was cut from his high school basketball team. Did he give up? No. He went on to become one of the greatest basketball players of all time. What sets people like him apart isn't their natural talent, but their mental toughness, their resilience. Resilience is your ticket to success, and it's a muscle you can strengthen. The more you face, the stronger you get. If you stay the course, you can overcome anything. It's about pushing past the point where most people would stop. That's where the real growth happens. What if I told you failure isn't the enemy? It's the best teacher you'll ever have. When you fall, you don't lose, you learn. Failure teaches you what works and what doesn't. It shows you where you need to grow and where you're already strong. The difference between those who succeed and those who quit is how they handle failure. Successful people don't fear failure. They embrace it. They understand that it's not about being perfect. It's about pushing forward, learning from your mistakes, and adapting. You can't succeed without failure. You can't win without loss. It's part of the process. Think about it this way. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Each failure is like lifting a heavier weight. It feels tough at first, but eventually you build strength. The more you endure, the more power you gain. And just like a muscle, resilience grows over time. The more you challenge yourself, the more you can handle. Your failures don't define you. How you respond to them does. So what's the secret weapon of successful people? It's simple, an unwavering ability to keep going. When life knocks them down, they don't stay down. They get back up, dust themselves off, and keep going. It's not about how hard you fall, it's about how you rise. You can have the best strategy, the best resources, or the best idea, but without resilience, none of it will matter. The difference between success and failure is your willingness to keep pushing, no matter how tough it gets. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. And that's where the real power lies. Resilience gives you the strength to keep moving, even when it feels impossible. You can't build resilience overnight, but you can strengthen it every day. It's a muscle, remember? And muscles grow through consistent effort. So let's talk about how you can start building that mental toughness. The first step is daily habits. Resilience isn't something that magically appears when you face hardship. It's something you develop long before the storm hits. Start with small things. Make a habit of showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Set goals and commit to them, no matter what, whether it's exercise, work, or personal growth. Consistency is key. The more you show up, the stronger your resilience becomes. Mindfulness and journaling can be powerful tools for building mental toughness. They help you stay grounded, focused, and clear in moments of stress. When life gets tough, these practices keep you centered. Journaling allows you to reflect on your challenges, process your emotions, and track your growth. It turns every experience, good or bad, into a lesson. And mindfulness helps you remain calm, even when things feel chaotic. It trains you to stay present, which is crucial when life throws curveballs. You are stronger than you think. Building resilience isn't a one-time thing, it's a lifestyle. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. So if you've been doubting yourself, let me remind you, you have everything you need to succeed. Resilience is already inside you. Your ability to bounce back, to stay focused, and to keep going is what will take you across the finish line. Remember this, consistency is key. The more you stick to your routines, the more resilient you'll become in handling life's toughest challenges. The small, everyday actions matter. Whether you're preparing for a big presentation, training for a marathon, or working through personal challenges, your resilience will be the factor that determines how far you can go. Fear is inevitable. How you respond makes all the difference. Fear will always be there, lurking in the background, trying to hold you back. But you have the power to face it head on. Fear isn't something to avoid, it's something to move through. And the more you confront fear, the less power it has over you. Think about it, what's scarier to you? The fear of failing or the regret of never trying, which will haunt you more in the end? Fear will try to convince you to stay comfortable, to stay safe, but that's not where growth happens. Growth happens when you step out of your comfort zone and face the things that scare you. And you don't have to do it all at once. Start small, take that first step, and watch how fear starts to lose its grip on you. You've got the power to face fear head on. Visualizing success, breaking challenges into smaller tasks, and practicing gratitude are all effective ways to combat fear. Fear thrives on uncertainty, but when you visualize your success, you take control. You can also break big goals down into smaller, manageable steps. Each small success builds your confidence and shrinks the fear. And gratitude helps you stay focused on what you've already accomplished rather than what you're afraid of. When you feel fear, it's a sign you're on the edge of growth. Embrace it, don't run from it. Fear is fuel, it's a signal that you're pushing your limits. And if you can learn to use fear as motivation, you'll be unstoppable. Rejection doesn't define you, it's just part of the process. Every no you hear gets you closer to the yes that matters. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It's simply feedback, an opportunity to grow, refine, and adjust. So don't let rejection stop you. Let it teach you, let it motivate you. Instead of seeing rejection as a setback, view it as a gift, a chance to refine your strategy and come back even stronger. It's easy to take rejection personally, but remember this, every successful person has faced rejection. What matters is how you respond to it. Do you let it stop you, or do you use it as motivation to keep going? Think back to the last time you faced rejection. What did you learn? How did it shape your approach moving forward? Rejection isn't the end of the road, it's just a detour. It's an opportunity to reevaluate, adjust, and keep pushing forward. Every time you face rejection, you learn something valuable. So take that lesson and use it to come back stronger. Resilience isn't about never failing. It's about how quickly you get back up and keep going. It's about embracing fear, rejection, and failure as the building blocks of success. These challenges don't break you, they make you stronger. Every setback, every obstacle is a chance for you to grow. Now it's your turn to build resilience. Start small. Make your mindset your greatest asset. And remember, you are stronger than you think. The road to success isn't easy, but with resilience, it's not just possible, it's inevitable. Keep pushing forward. You've got this. How many times have you dreamed of success but never taken the steps to make it happen? Maybe you've told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, or I'm just waiting for the right moment. But here's the truth, you can't build your dream life on wishful thinking. It's time to stop waiting. Action is the missing ingredient in most success stories, and today we're going to break down why taking that first step is everything. If you want real change, if you want to see your goals turn into tangible results, you have to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating your own results right now. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you take bold, deliberate action right now. The world doesn't wait for you to be ready. The time will never be perfect, but that doesn't mean you can't start now. So let's dive in, because what you're about to hear could be the spark that sets your action into motion. You can have all the dreams in the world, but without action, they'll remain just that, dreams. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of where you want to go, but the path is built with action, not with thoughts or good intentions. Dreams don't work unless you do. And here's the thing, motivation alone won't get you there. Motivation comes and goes, but action is what makes things happen. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Start acting despite how you feel. If you want to change your life, you have to stop wishing and start doing. Think about it. How many people have you seen talk about their dreams for years, yet they never take that first step? Don't let that be you. Action is the key that unlocks the door to your future, not more plans or more waiting for the stars to align. The time is now. Don't wait for permission. Create your own moment. Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. If you keep waiting until you feel 100% ready, you'll never start. The truth is, the best time to take action is right now, even if you don't feel prepared. There's no such thing as the perfect moment, and if you keep waiting for it, you'll be stuck forever. The path doesn't show itself all at once. It's like driving in the dark, you only see as far as your headlights. But you keep going, knowing the next part of the road will reveal itself when you move forward. That's how action works. You take one step, then another, and before you know it, the next part of the journey becomes clear. You'll never have everything figured out. That's the point. The power lies in starting anyway, in embracing imperfection, because every single step you take, no matter how small, is progress. What's something you've been avoiding because you don't feel ready? Imagine how far you could get by just taking that first step today. It doesn't matter how small the action is, it only matters that you move. You don't need to know everything, you just need to start. The first step is always the hardest, but once you take it, the next one becomes easier. It's about consistency, not perfection. So what are you waiting for? Take action now and watch how the momentum builds. Remember, the path won't appear unless you step forward. Most people fail because they're waiting for the perfect time or plan. Here's the hard truth, there's no such thing as the perfect moment. If you're waiting for everything to fall into place, you're you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Success isn't about waiting for everything to be perfect, it's about taking consistent action, even when things aren't ideal. You can plan all day, but without action, those plans are just ideas. Consistency is what wins the race. It's about showing up every day, even when progress feels slow. Those small daily actions compound, and over time, they lead to real results. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Start now, even if it's messy. Your future self will thank you. The more you think, the less you do. Stop overanalyzing and start moving. It's easy to get stuck in the trap of what ifs and buts, but the truth is, you'll never get anything done if you keep wondering whether you're doing it right. The power lies in doing, taking action no matter how imperfect. When you act, you start to see results. When you wait, nothing happens. Think about the one thing you've been putting off because you want it to be perfect. Now take one imperfect step today and see how it feels. You'll be amazed at how much progress you can make with just one small action. Small actions won't get you far. If you want big changes, you need to take massive action. You might feel uncomfortable at first, and that's okay. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. When you push yourself beyond what feels easy, that's when the magic happens. Massive action creates momentum. It's not about being perfect, it's about being relentless and moving forward. And here's the thing, action creates feedback. You learn from it, whether it's good or bad. Every action, every mistake, every success teaches you something valuable. The more you act, the more you grow. It's the feedback loop that drives improvement. Would you rather stay in the same place forever or grow through the pain of progress? Every step forward, even if it's a stumble, gets you closer to your success. So embrace the discomfort. Don't shy away from the struggles. They're part of the process. Feedback isn't failure. It's your opportunity to adjust, pivot, and improve. So embrace it. Action, feedback, and continuous improvement are the building blocks of success. Keep moving forward, no matter what. The road to success isn't a straight line. It's full of twists and turns, but it's through action, learning, and growth that you'll eventually reach your destination. No more waiting, no more procrastination. Success only happens when you take consistent, bold action. And today is the perfect day to start. Stop thinking and start doing. What's one thing you can do right now to move closer to your goals? Take that step. Don't wait. You already have everything you need to succeed. Accept action. Step forward and make your dreams a reality. The time is now. Don't put it off any longer. Take action today and see how it transforms your tomorrow. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions, unsure of how to break free and achieve the success you desire? You see others moving forward with purpose while you're stuck in the same place. It's frustrating, isn't it? But here's the truth. Success isn't a result of chance or luck. It's the outcome of the habits you create. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to this simple but powerful truth. Habits shape your life. In this section, I'm going to show you how mastering your habits can completely reshape your life. It's not about waiting for the right moment or hoping for a breakthrough. It's about taking small, consistent actions that build up to big, meaningful results. So if you're ready to stop feeling stuck and start moving forward, it's time to look at the habits you've been creating and learn how to transform them. The key to success is in your daily actions, and it's time to take control of them. Success isn't about a big, life-changing moment. It's built on the daily actions you take. Your habits are the true drivers of your success. The things you do each day, even the small, seemingly insignificant tasks, accumulate into massive results over time. It's like planting seeds. You might not see the tree grow right away, but with consistent care, it will eventually rise up. Those small actions that you repeat day in and day out create the foundation for the life you want to live. Too often we think success comes from big, sudden breakthroughs, but it's the small, consistent efforts that add up over time. If you want to see real growth in your life, you need to focus on mastering your habits. Think about it. Every choice you make today is shaping the future you'll live in tomorrow. The best part? You have complete control over it. By taking small steps every day, you begin building the path toward the life you've always wanted. Your habits are the roots of your success tree. The stronger they are, the taller you'll grow. Just like the roots of a tree, your habits go unnoticed by most people, but they're the foundation that keeps everything standing tall. Without healthy, strong roots, a tree can't grow. Without strong, positive habits, your potential will remain unfulfilled. The little actions you take today, whether it's getting up early, prioritizing your tasks, or maintaining your health, may seem small, but they are the roots of everything you want to achieve. They shape your future without you even realizing it. Every small action you take today is like watering a plant. It may seem insignificant, but over time it will yield great results. Focus on small positive actions that you can repeat daily. These actions will add up and shape your future success, one step at a time. The key is consistency. It's not about doing something perfectly. It's about showing up every day and doing it again and again. When you build habits that support your goals, you're stacking the odds in your favor. Success doesn't happen all at once. It happens when you make the right choice day after day until those habits become second nature. So start small. Pick one habit that aligns with your goals and commit to it every single day. Before you know it, you'll be on your way to achieving everything you've set out to do. What do the most successful people do every day? It's not magic. It's about building the right habits. Successful people are not born with extraordinary talents or gifts. They've simply mastered the daily routines that lead to success. From waking up early to setting clear goals and managing their time effectively, these habits allow them to perform at a high level. But here's the thing, these habits weren't built overnight. They started small and gradually became a routine. Whether it's an exercise routine, setting aside time for reading, or planning the day ahead, successful people understand that the little things matter. What they do daily is what drives their long-term success. Start with manageable steps. Begin by prioritizing your time, practicing self-care, and organizing your day for maximum productivity. Building success-oriented habits doesn't mean making drastic changes overnight. It means taking manageable steps toward the person you want to become. Start by creating a routine that fits your current lifestyle and builds on small wins. You don't have to change everything at once, just start with one habit that you know will move you forward. If you begin each day with a clear purpose and the right mindset, you'll start seeing the results in your life. It's about progress, not perfection. Your future success is determined by what you do today, not tomorrow. Start now. Every action you take today is a building block for your future. Don't wait for the perfect moment, it doesn't exist. If you keep putting off the changes you need to make, you'll never see the results. Instead of waiting for tomorrow, take action today. Choose one small habit that will help you move closer to your goals and make it part of your routine. Start today and your future self will thank you for it. What small habit can you begin building today that will move you closer to your goals? Think about it. What's one thing you can do today, no matter how small, that will push you in the right direction? It might be something as simple as setting aside 10 minutes for reflection or planning your day. It doesn't matter how small it seems, it's about getting started. And once you take that first step, you'll begin to see how much progress you can make by just showing up. Start small, but start now. That's the first step toward building the success you deserve. Bad habits are like anchors, they keep you stuck. Recognizing them is the first step toward breaking free. We all have habits that hold us back. Whether it's procrastination, negative self-talk, or poor time management, these habits create barriers to our success. But here's the good news, recognizing these bad habits is the first step toward change. Once you become aware of the habits that are preventing you from moving forward, you can start taking control of them. You are not powerless. You have the ability to break free from the patterns that are keeping you stuck. Start with self-awareness. Keep track of your actions and thoughts and use accountability to stay on track. The key to breaking bad habits is understanding why you do what you do. When you are mindful of your choices, you can begin to make intentional changes. Keep a journal, track your progress, and find someone who can hold you accountable. Accountability gives you the support and motivation you need to stay on course. Remember, change takes time, but with persistence, you can break free from negative patterns and replace them with habits that serve you. You won't change everything overnight, but with persistence, the old habits will fade and the new ones will take root. Willpower alone won't get you there. It's about consistency. Every day, take small steps toward the habits that will move you closer to your goals. It won't be easy, but each time you choose to act differently, you're one step closer to the person you want to become. Stay committed, and eventually, the new habits will feel natural while the old ones will fade into the background. What's one habit you know you need to break? And what new habit could you replace it with to move toward your goals? This is your challenge. Identify that one habit that's been holding you back, and then think about the new habit you can replace it with. It might take time, but the key is to start. The first step is always the hardest, but once you begin, the rest will follow. You don't exist in a vacuum. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your habits. If you want to build good habits, surround yourself with the right triggers. Your environment is more powerful than you think. It influences your actions, thoughts, and behaviors in ways you may not even realize. If you're surrounded by distractions, it's harder to stay focused. If you're around negative influences, it's harder to maintain a positive mindset. But if you create an environment that supports your goals, you'll be setting yourself up for success. From your physical space to the people you spend time with, every part of your environment impacts your habits. Clean your space, remove distractions, and create an atmosphere that supports your goals. If you want to develop positive habits, you need to create an environment that encourages them. Start by decluttering your space. Organize your surroundings in a way that promotes focus and productivity. Whether it's your desk, your home, or your social circle, take a good look at what's influencing your behavior. Surround yourself with the people and things that will support your growth, and remove anything that distracts or holds you back. You don't have to change everything about your environment, just the parts that are preventing your success. Make small adjustments and notice the big difference. It's not about making drastic changes all at once. Just start with the things that are standing in your way. Clean up your space, remove distractions, and set up triggers that will remind you to stay on track. These small changes will create a ripple effect in your life. You'll begin to see how your environment can either fuel or hinder your progress. Control your environment, and your environment will help control your success. Take charge of the spaces you inhabit, and you'll find it easier to stay focused, motivated, and on track. When you make your environment work for you, you'll make it that much easier to develop the habits that lead to success. Habits are more than just routines. They're the foundation of your success. When you control your habits, you control your future. The choices you make today will impact your tomorrow, and your habits are the key to shaping that future. Start taking control of your habits, and you'll start taking control of your life. Every small action you take today will have a profound impact on your success. Start building the habits that will take you where you want to go. The power is in your hands. Every action you take today will shape your tomorrow. The life you want is within reach. It's not about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating the right habits right now. Now is the time to master your habits and step into the life you've always wanted. Your future begins with what you do today. So take control, start building better habits, and watch your life transform before your eyes. The power is yours. Take the first step today. Have you ever felt trapped by your own thoughts? You know what it's like, stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and limiting beliefs, believing that change is just out of reach. You're not alone in this struggle. The way you think about yourself and the world around you shapes the reality you live in. But here's the truth. The power to break free from that cycle is within you. It starts with shifting how you view yourself, your challenges, and your potential. In this session, we're going to explore how changing your mindset from fixed to growth can unlock untapped potential. This simple shift can move you from frustration to fulfillment and transform the way you approach your goals. It's not just about thinking positively. It's about embracing the belief that you can learn, grow, and adapt. Get ready to embark on a journey that will change everything for you. This shift in mindset could be the turning point you've been waiting for, and it's going to shape the path to your success. What's the difference between believing you can't and knowing you can learn? A fixed mindset locks you into a box. It tells you that your abilities are set, and any setback is proof you're not cut out for success. But with a growth mindset, everything changes. You realize that every challenge is an opportunity, every failure a lesson. Instead of being defined by limits, you're defined by your potential to grow. This shift isn't just a change in thought. It's a shift in how you approach life. A growth mindset says, I can always improve. I can always learn more. When you embrace this mindset, doors open. Opportunities you once thought were closed wide open. You stop seeing obstacles as roadblocks and start seeing them as stepping stones. Every challenge becomes something to learn from, rather than something to fear. That's the power of shifting to a growth mindset. What if the biggest obstacle standing between you and success isn't your circumstances, but the way you've been thinking about them? If you've been stuck in a pattern of thinking that tells you I can't, it's time to break free from that. The truth is, the greatest obstacle you face is not your situation, but the belief that you can't change your situation. Once you shift your mindset, you can take action and change everything. Your mindset shapes everything. It determines how you handle adversity, how you deal with failure, and how you approach opportunities. Think about it. When you believe that challenges are simply opportunities to learn, failure becomes a stepping stone rather than an obstacle. This is why mindset is the foundation of success. It's not just about intelligence or talent, It's about the belief that you can grow, adapt, and overcome. Science backs this up. Research shows that people with a growth mindset are more resilient and more likely to succeed because they don't see obstacles as permanent. They see them as temporary setbacks on the way to success. When you have a growth mindset, setbacks are not failures, they're lessons. They're not signs to stop, they're signs to try again. If you believe you can't do something, you won't even try. You'll hold yourself back before you ever get started. But when you believe you can learn and grow, you'll put in the effort, and that effort leads to success. The most successful people aren't the ones who never face setbacks, they're the ones who keep going despite them. Shifting your mindset isn't a one-time thing, it's a daily practice. Every day you have a choice. Will you face challenges with a mindset of growth, or will you let them defeat you with a mindset of limits? Your mindset is the filter through which you view the world. It shapes your reality, and if you want to change your reality, you have to change your mindset. Changing the way you think starts with changing what you believe about yourself. Every day you need to affirm your ability to grow, to learn, and to overcome. This isn't just about thinking more positively, it's about training your mind to see challenges as opportunities for growth. Every time you face a setback, instead of saying, "I can't," say, "I can learn from this." Instead of saying, "This is too hard," say, "This is how I get better." You have the power to reprogram your thoughts. You can replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. And as you do, you'll begin to see yourself differently. You'll see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You'll embrace challenges that once scared you. You'll start to believe in your ability to grow, and when you do, you'll start achieving things you once thought were impossible. Now is the time to start. Reprogram your thoughts. Break free from the limits you've placed on yourself. A growth mindset is the key to unlocking your potential. The power to change your life is within you, and it all starts with how you choose to think. Don't wait for the world to change for you. Change the way you think and watch your world transform. Start today, because your future begins with your mindset. We all chase success. We think it will bring happiness, but often we end up feeling empty. How many times have you reached a goal only to realize it didn't bring the satisfaction you expected? It's frustrating, right? We're constantly told to strive for success, to achieve more, to reach the next milestone. But when we get there, we're left wondering, was that it? Why doesn't it feel as fulfilling as we thought it would? Today we're going to uncover the truth about success and happiness. The truth is, success isn't about chasing more. It's about finding meaning in what you do, embracing the journey, and realizing that happiness isn't something you achieve, it's something you cultivate along the way. In this session, you will learn how to align your ambition with fulfillment. You'll discover how to experience real happiness, not someday, but right now. It's time to shift your perspective and stop chasing something that's out of reach. Instead, start creating a life that truly feeds your soul. Let's get started on this transformative journey toward genuine success and happiness. We live in a world obsessed with achievement. Everywhere we turn, someone is telling us what success looks like, how much we need to earn, what job title we should have, or how many followers we should have. We're constantly measuring ourselves against these external markers of success. But here's the truth. External success does not guarantee happiness. It may bring recognition, praise, and temporary satisfaction, but it often leaves you feeling empty. Think about it. How many times have you achieved something you thought would bring you peace, only to realize that it didn't? Perhaps you got the promotion, earned the degree, or hit a financial milestone, but the happiness was fleeting. If success is all about external validation, it will never fill the deeper void. True happiness comes from aligning your work and actions with something meaningful, something that connects with your core values. When you find purpose in what you do, success becomes a byproduct of fulfillment, not the goal itself. So, what's the point of success if you're not fulfilled by it? You can chase external goals all day long, but if you're not connected to your purpose, you'll always feel like something is missing. Start shifting your focus. Don't just chase after titles, money, or recognition. Focus on what makes you feel alive. Build a life that feeds your soul, not just your ego. When you align your ambition with purpose, you'll begin to experience true fulfillment. And that, my friends, is the foundation of real success. Ambition is important, but it's not everything. You can be driven and still find peace. You can chase your goals without sacrificing your well-being. But the key is balance. Success is a marathon, not a sprint, and pursuing it at the expense of your mental and physical health will only lead to burnout. I've seen it time and time again. People sacrificing their sleep, their health, and their relationships in the name of success, only to realize they've lost what truly matters in the process. Here's the thing, you can't pour from an empty cup. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not operating at your best. Self-care isn't indulgence, it's necessary for long-term success. The more you prioritize your well-being, the more effective you'll be in everything you do. When you're healthy, both physically and mentally, you'll have more energy, more creativity, and more drive to pursue your goals. So don't neglect yourself in the name of ambition. Take time to recharge, reflect, and make sure your journey is sustainable. Gratitude plays a huge role in maintaining that balance. When you take time to appreciate where you are right now, you shift your perspective. Instead of feeling like you're constantly chasing the next thing, you learn to be content with where you are, even as you strive for more. Gratitude grounds you. It reminds you that success is not just about the finish line, it's about the steps you're taking along the way. Take time to reflect. Pauses are essential. When you pause to assess where you are and realign with your goals, you ensure that you're moving in the right direction. Don't let the hustle and grind take over your life without ever stopping to check if you're on the path that truly fulfills you. Regular reflection helps you stay grounded, focus on what matters, and avoid burnout. If you want long-term success, you need to balance ambition with self-care and gratitude. We've all heard the phrase, success is a journey, not a destination. But how often do we actually embrace that? We tend to focus so much on the end goal that we forget to enjoy the process. But the reality is, the process is where the real rewards lie. The lessons you learn, the growth you experience, and the challenges you overcome along the way, these are the things that truly shape you. The destination is just the cherry on top. The myth of the final destination is one of the biggest traps we can fall into. We think that once we get there, whether it's a promotion, a house, or a certain number of zeros in the bank, we'll finally feel fulfilled. But when you make that your focus, you risk missing out on the joy of the journey. Success isn't just about the destination, it's about learning, growing, and appreciating every step along the way. So embrace the ride. Embrace the challenges, the setbacks, and the small victories. Don't wait until you've made it to start celebrating. Celebrate now. Celebrate the fact that you're putting in the effort, that you're learning, that you're growing. These are the true rewards of success. When you begin to recognize and appreciate the small victories every day, you'll find that the journey itself is more fulfilling than any destination could ever be. True success is not about what you accomplish, it's about how you feel about what you've done. When you align your ambitions with purpose and when you balance your drive with peace, you'll begin to feel more fulfilled in every area of your life. Starting today, make success a journey, not a destination. Align your goals with fulfillment, prioritize your well-being, and celebrate each step along the way. Remember, the real success lies in finding joy right now, in the process of becoming who you're meant to be. You don't have to wait for everything to fall into place. You have the power to create success right now by embracing the journey and aligning your goals with what truly fulfills you. Success is not a distant goal, it's something you create every day. Start today. Success isn't defined by anyone else. It's not about the standards the world sets for you. It's personal. It's about your journey, fueled by hard work and the right mindset. The truth is, success is not a destination, it's an ongoing process. It's a series of steps, a series of lessons, and a series of wins and losses. The most powerful thing you can do is take control of your mindset, because it will shape your destiny. That's where your true power lies. The truth is, success has been waiting for you all along. It's in your hands now. Stop holding on to outdated beliefs about success. It's time to let go of the myths and start shaping your own path. The only person who can push you forward is you. The world will give you reasons to quit, to doubt yourself, but only you have the power to rise above it all. No one else is coming to save you. You are your own hero. You decide where you go. You decide how far you'll go. Your future is yours to create, and the clock starts ticking the moment you choose to take control. Don't let the lies about success keep you stuck. Break free, take action, and begin the journey toward greatness. Your success story starts today. What are you going to do about it? The only thing standing between you and success is the decision to start. Now go make it happen.